Hi, in today's video, I'm going to show you how you could transform these ordinary rattan coasters into something truly extraordinary, all with just a single ball of yarn. These coasters not only add charm to your decor, but also make super cute gifts. What's even more exciting is that you can make these in under 2 hours. Here's what you'll need. A set of rattan coasters. I bought mine online. Yellow yarn. I'm using 100% cotton yarn in Golden Sun, and I'm going to double the yarn for this project. A 3.5 mm crochet hook, a sewing needle or fabric glue for sewing, and scissors. Let's begin by calculating the circumference of the coaster, as that determines the length of our foundation chain. My coaster's radius is about 4 centimeters. That makes the circumference approximately 25 centimeters. And my foundation chain will need to be at least that length. You can calculate your coaster circumference using the formula 2 pi radius, that is 2 into 3.14 into radius of your coaster. To make the foundation chain, I'm going to double my yarn and chain 57. Each petal in this pattern needs 3 chains, so our foundation chain should be a multiple of 3. When I chain 54, the length comes out to be 25 centimeters, but the petals appear slightly stretched and uneven in some areas after sewing. So I'm going to make an extra petal, and I recommend you do so too by making 3 extra chains. Once you've finished your foundation chain, make sure it fits comfortably around the edge of the coaster, and that there's slight overlap since this will be adjusted when we sew the petals in the final step. Let's move on to making petals. Chain 2. This will form the edge of your first petal. Then work a double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook. So skip 3 and double crochet into the 4th chain. Then work a treble crochet into the same stitch. This is the center of the petal. To form the tip of the petal, work a picot. That's chain 2 and slip into the back loop of the 2nd chain, like so. Then work another double crochet into the same stitch. Finally, chain 2 and slip stitch into the next chain of the foundation. This completes our first petal. Slip stitch into the next chain, then repeat the steps to create the remaining petals. Chain 2, double crochet in the next stitch, treble crochet, picot, another double crochet, chain 2, and slip stitch into the next chain. Let's do that one more time. Slip stitch into the next chain to begin a new petal. Then chain 2. In the following chain, work a double crochet, followed by a treble crochet, a picot, another double crochet, chain 2, and slip stitch into the next chain. That's it. Keep working on the petals and I'll meet you at the end of this round. I'm on my last petal now. Chain 2, double crochet, treble crochet, picot, double crochet, chain 2, and slip stitch into the last stitch of the foundation. The next step is to lay your work flat and to untwist it. Once that's done, use a slip stitch to join the last petal to the first one. Let's make sure that the rattan coaster sits well inside our crochet work. Then pull the yarn through and cut it with scissors. Pull the ends tight. Then carefully and gently weave the ends into the petals, ensuring they're secure and neatly hidden. Once the ends have been woven in, it's time to attach the petals to the rattan coaster. There are two ways to do this. The easiest way is to use a permanent washable fabric glue. The other way is to sew it on. I prefer the sewing method as it makes the coaster more secure and adds to the overall aesthetic, giving it a more authentic, handmade feel. If you'd like to sew too, then follow my next steps. Begin by separating 4 threads from a long piece of yarn. Then threading through a thin needle. Position the needle at the back of the rattan coaster, passing it between the last rattan rounds and bringing it through to the front, ensuring you hold the yarn's end tightly at the back to keep it from pulling through completely. Then insert the needle through the base of a petal, aligning it with the coaster's edge. Repeat the process, pulling the needle through the last 2 rattan rounds from the back to secure the petal firmly in place. Try to maintain a consistent spacing between your stitches as you sew. Repeat this process for each petal around the coaster. I'll see you when you're done sewing. Once you've finished sewing all around, tie the ends together and weave them in. I finished weaving in all the ends. Now I'm going to dab a small amount of glue to further secure the petals in place and allow the coasters to dry. To do this, I gently pull back the petals, apply the glue to the coaster's edge, and then carefully place the petals back in place. So there you have it. With just a little yarn and some rattan coasters, and under 2 hours, you can create this stunning sunflower coaster. Complete your set by making 3, 4, or even 6 coasters. Make them in yellow, red, or any color combination that suits your decor or style. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more fun crafts, and share your creations in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Until then, happy crocheting!